Hi everyone, it is Katie and today we're going to be doing our first ever video and it's going to be all about skincare routine. So diving right on in, I'm going to start talking about what are the issues with my skin and what type of skin mine is. So basically I have combination skin, and what that means is not only do I have dry skin, I also have oily skin in certain places. Now, mainly my oily skin is in my T-zone, which is right down the center and all across my forehead. I also have oily skin right underneath my eyes, and then my dry areas are right on the sides of my nose. So that means that the skincare routine that I have for me that works well for me won't necessarily work well for everyone. Now, in everyone's skincare routine, you do need to take in consideration not only your skin type, but the wear and tear that you put your face through every single day. Now, there are people who don't necessarily do a lot of sweaty, hard work, so they don't have the sweat to clog up their pores and don't necessarily wear a lot of makeup. Routines like that are going to be very cleansing and gentle to your skin, as opposed to people who do sweat all day, like me, and people who do wear heavy makeup and foundation, like me. I wear lots of foundation, I wear very heavy glam makeup almost on a daily basis, and I do lots of workout and sweat. So I have lots of things that actually clog up my pores, so I have to use a very strong type of skincare routine in order to fix all of the acne and everything that was wrong with my skin. Now, what started me off on my skincare journey was actually how horrible my skin had gotten. Ever since I was a teenager, I did have breakouts on my skin, but I had gotten to the point where it was cystic acne, and it was actually very painful on my skin, and it never ever went away. I always had something wrong. It started to play a lot into my self-esteem, and I didn't feel so well going outside or just hanging out with friends. I just didn't want to do it anymore, especially when I noticed that people weren't staring at me, they were staring at my acne. It's very embarrassing, and it played a major role on my social anxiety at the time. And I do want to mention that in this video I'm actually not wearing a lot of makeup, which is new for me. I do have eyelashes and my brows done, but that's just about it. I want to show you guys how my skin looks right now, especially compared to how it used to be. So like I said, I had lots of issues with my acne and my social anxiety, leading me to not actually enjoy life whenever I went out to live it and have fun with friends. I just wasn't able to. So that is what led me to have a very strong and true skincare routine. Now, regardless of if I'm wearing light makeup or if I'm wearing heavy makeup throughout the day, when it comes time to go to bed, never ever ever go to sleep with your makeup on. It is a big no-no. It will clog up your pores all night and just wreak havoc all over your face. You do definitely want to clean your makeup off at the least every night. And what I use for that is a micellar water. So the micellar water that I use is actually for all skin types, including sensitive skin, because I too do have sensitive skin. It is also for waterproof makeup, because a lot of the makeup I do wear is also waterproof, and this stuff just eats right through it, and I love it so much. So I actually have the Garnier. It's the micellar cleansing water, all-in-one, removes makeup, even waterproof mascara. No harsh rubbing, which is a good thing. You never ever want to just scrub your face and tug and pull at it, because that will cause wrinkles prematurely. So this right here, it says for all skin types, even sensitive, no oil or alcohol or fragrance. This stuff is amazing. I do have to pass my skin once or twice in order to get all of the makeup off. But this stuff just helps start breaking down everything that's on your skin and get you ready and prepped for the next part of your skincare routine. So the next part in my skincare routine is all about actually cleaning my face. I did say that I had a lot of days where I wore very heavy makeup. So for that, I have to use a cleaner that is a little bit harsher, I would say, than other gentle cleansers. But what I use is the Biore Charcoal Great for Oily Skin Deep Pore Cleanser. I basically swear by anything that is a charcoal product. This right here, it really gets deep and down into my pores to take everything out that does not need to be there. And like I said, I said harsh, but it's not really that harsh on your skin. It definitely doesn't hurt or burn. It doesn't make my skin red or anything like that a lot of cleansers do. So I really do swear by this if you're having one of those days where you know you've exercised a lot, you've been out and about a lot, or if you wear heavy glam makeup all day. So for the days where I don't wear a lot of makeup, on days that I don't sweat a lot or anything like that, I do use a very gentle cleanser. And that cleanser is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This right here is very gentle on your skin. It doesn't leave your skin feeling dry or tight or red, nothing like that. It is super gentle. There's no heavy perfumes or anything like that. So I find this thing quite awesome as well. Now after cleansing my face, I do use a toner. Any type of astringent does very well as far as being a toner. What I used to use was this Equate Beauty Rejuvenating Toner. This is actually a part 2 of a system that they have that's comparable to Proactiv that I don't use any longer. I just use the toner from because it did not work for me, unfortunately. But I found that the toners did work. It didn't sting my face and it didn't have any heavy perfumes or anything in it. So I think it did quite well, but I decided to move on to something else, and that is actually witch hazel. And this is a huge bottle, yes, of witch hazel, but it only takes a little bit, and this too doesn't have any heavy smells or anything like that. So after using the cleansers and the toners on my face, I always make sure to use my second to last product, and that is Curology. This is the thing that has saved me possibly the most out of all these products. Curology is something that I will always recommend to everyone because they make sure to fit your skin type and what you need as far as getting rid of acne. I came across this in a Instagram ad, and it had me to take a very extensive quiz, which I'm very grateful for. It was all about my skin type, the type of acne that I have on my face, and then what I actually put into my body as far as water and food, because that does play a very important part on how your skin is. So I took the quiz, and in the very end, they gave me my very own dermatologist, and she formulated something for me that is supposed to help me personally with my acne. And I will say that this isn't something that is a complete 100% miracle that works overnight. However, it did clear up a lot of the redness that was on my skin. As you can see in the video I'm about to clip in here, my skin was not the prettiest before I started this, but overnight a lot of the redness went down, and within a couple of days my acne disappeared. My acne pretty much stays away as long as I use this. If I do miss several days, I can see spots that come back up, but it's nothing to the extreme of what I had before. I no longer have my cystic acne, and that is just above and beyond amazing for me. I really don't remember a time where I haven't had a huge bump on my face that was painful to touch, or if I move my mouth I could feel it just being painful all around my chin especially. But this stuff, Curology, has really saved me, and it's saved my skin. And then last but not least, it does not matter if you are dry or if you are oily, always remember to moisturize. Right now I am using the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Lotion. This is dermatologist recommended, clinically proven to relieve dry skin, which, like I said, do have the dry skin around my nose. Ever since I've been using this, I have not encountered the dry skin around my nose. It is not too heavy as to where I'm oily to make it even more oily. It basically does what it needs to do for me personally. If you are someone who is very oily all over, you want to make sure to use a very light moisturizer, but you still have to use one. I would say moisturizing my face, even though I didn't know it could help me at the time, definitely played a major role in it as well, as far as clearing up my acne in my face. And then of course, if you have dry skin, you may want to use a heavier moisturizer just to make sure that you are soaking in every bit of moisture you can. And there are several masks that I can recommend for oily skin, several masks I can recommend for dry skin and combination and everything like that. So if you guys have any questions for me, please feel free to write it in the comments below. So just leave a comment at the very bottom, hit the like button, subscribe, do what you gotta do, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.